Hello and welcome to the Vishuddha chakra practice. The throat chakra is emanating from your neck region in an omnidirectional way, encompassing your upper collarbones and your lower jaw, including your mouth. In our analogy of the tree of life, the throat chakra is the momentum of the limbs reaching outwards and upwards towards the sky. The color of the chakra is blue. The element associated with the chakra is space. Some of the qualities of the throat chakra are communication, speaking your truth, and freedom. When the throat chakra is open and balanced, you can communicate your truth in a way that brings you a sense of integrity. You're able to communicate even challenging things in a healthy way. A balanced throat chakra enables you to have discernment over speaking when it's appropriate and not speaking when it's inappropriate. That's why the yogis said when we're speaking our truth, when we're aligned to our truth, we're speaking from a pure place. The yogis associated the throat and the voice with the soul, that your voice is an expression of your soul. Now, when you're ready to explore your beautiful throat chakra, join me on your mat. To begin our throat chakra practice, let's start in a pose called Agni Stambhasana, or firebox position. So we're going to take our legs and bring them parallel to the top or the side of your mat. So when you look down to your legs, you should see a diamond shape between the legs. Now you'll notice my right heel is leaning over the top of my left knee, and that my flexibility is releasing the outer thigh down towards my bottom ankle. My feet are slightly flexed in order to keep the knee safe and happy. Now, for a lot of us, this pose is very challenging. If your hip flexibility doesn't allow, you might be more in this place. You could use a block between the knee and your ankle to feel that that pose is more supportive for you. If you find that the pose is just not feasible in your tight hips, you can bring your feet together in Baddha Konasana instead. So find the position that's right for your body today, knowing that finding the right position for you is always the most advanced practice. And now let's take our hands over our throat and pause, closing the eyes. Beginning with the Ujjayi breath, breathing into the chakra in a way that activates the back of the throat, the glottis muscle. If you're unfamiliar with Ujjayi, it's like exhaling with the mouth open, trying to fog up a plane of glass. Sounds like this. Listen to that sound in the back of the throat, breathing in, and then feeling the contraction of the throat as you open the mouth and exhale. So one more like that, breathing in, and then exhaling out the mouth. Very good. Now challenge yourself to make that same noise with the mouth closed, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose, making the sound in the back of the throat. Gauging for yourself as you do 2 more rounds, noticing if it's easy to make that sound in the back of the throat. That might give you some indication of the health of your throat chakra today. Now just a few more moments here, using our intuitive third eye to bring our awareness into the neck region and into the chakra. Now, one of the challenges of our practice is that we'll be using the sound Om to help awaken the throat chakra, awaken our own ability to speak our truth and express ourselves. So let's begin that here. We'll take a deep breath in into the throat. your hands down. And let's fold forward in front of our shins. Perhaps you can bring your elbows to your knees, and that feels nice. If your flexibility allows, you could bring your forearms all the way to the ground, bowing the head to the earth. Trying to keep with a ujjayi breath best you can in your practice. Making those audible inhales and audible exhales. Using the sound and the sensations in the throat as a way of bringing your meditative focus into the chakra. Let's take one more deep breath in. And one more deep breath out. Now from here, we'll rise up and simply switch legs, bringing your opposite leg on top. Again, supporting the space between the knee and the ankle as it's appropriate for you today. And let's start to stretch out our neck. We're going to take our right arm, reach it out to the right, and then tip your head over towards your left shoulder. Crawl with your right hand over to the right and feel like a tug of war happening between the side, the length in your neck, and your fingertips. If you want a little bit more, you can take your left arm up, bring it over your ear, and lengthen the head more towards the left shoulder. Now we all have it, that pain in our neck. So notice if this stretch enables you to get into that spot, that place where you might feel tight or constricted in your neck. Think of the throat chakra as this bridge between the heart chakra and the third eye. So as we open the throat, we open that line of communication, head to heart. Let's take one more breath here. And one more deep exhale. Now take your left hand to the side of your face. Use your hand, not your neck, to lift your head up. Release your left hand to the outside of the left hip. Lean your right ear over towards your right shoulder, and then crawl your left fingertips as far away from your left shoulder as you can. Right hand can come up and cup the ear for a little bit more intensity if you'd like. Spend a few breaths trying to lengthen those tender tissues in your neck. To release, take your right hand to the side of your face. Use your hand, not your neck, to lift your head up. Place both hands over your chest, right underneath your collarbones, and now pull the collarbones and the flesh around them down as you lift your chin up and stretch through the front of the throat. Close the lower jaw to the upper jaw. One deep ujjayi breath here. One deep exhale. Now slowly lift your head up, release your chin to your chest, take your hands to the back of the head, and try not to slouch here, but keep your spine very long. Just the cervical neck pulls towards the chest. Adding just a little weight with your hands, adjusting the intensity of the stretch as you need to with your hands, the weight of the hands. Feeling yourself stretch all four quadrants of the neck. Now from here, bring your right hand to your forehead and then use your hand, not your neck, to lift your head up. Roll your head over towards the right shoulder, down to the chin, chin to chest, and then over to the left shoulder. Move your head over towards the right shoulder again in that half moon shape. And then over to the left shoulder. Next time your head circles over towards the right shoulder, do a full neck rotation. And then when it's right, switch direction, going the opposite way. Lifting the head up, Leaning forward, resting your elbows on your shin, or bringing your elbows in front of your shin, folding in Agni Stambhasana. Reconnect to a Ujjayi breath. And then let's rise up slowly. We'll unwind our legs. Come forward into a tabletop position. And then stretch your arms forward in Anahata Asana. Hips are over the knees. The fingertips crawl forward like spider fingers. You could even come up onto your fingertips for a little bit more stretch. Draw the heart towards the earth. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release your forearms down to the ground. Slide onto your abdomen. Stack your hands underneath your forehead. And pause here. Noticing the good energy of what it feels like when you're able to express yourself in a clean way. That's what we're going for in a balanced throat chakra practice. Reach your arms forward, bend your elbows, bring your thumbs to your shoulders, and give your shoulders a little massage here. Release your hands down, slide your hands in line with your midribs. As you inhale, rise up into cobra or perhaps upward dog. If you're finding upward dog, try to lift your thighs up off the floor. Feel the foundation of the hands and the feet supporting you. As you exhale, engage your core to roll back into downward facing dog. Enjoy a deep breath in here and a deep breath out. Gazing to the top of our mat, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale with a rounded spine and bent knees. Take your time rolling all the way up through standing. Once you arrive, lift your head up, roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then down your back. One time, circle your head over to the right, around to the left, and then switch directions. As your head rises, lift your arms up. Exhale, breath dive forward, forward, fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, breath, plant your hands, step back, come into plank pose. Our similar connecting vinyasa to the heart chakra practice. We'll drop our heels to the left, circle your right arm down by your waist, flip your palm, and circle the arm all the way over your head and down to your mat. Shift your heels to the right, left arm goes down by the waist. Flip the palm as the arm comes back behind you. Draw the hand all the way down to the floor, and then lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, rise, upward dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Join your feet together. Let's flow through the Vishuddha Chakra Namaskar, lifting the left leg up. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Breathe into the body, and then curl your left knee to your chest, round the spine. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way up, and then exhale, step the left foot all the way through, top of your mat. Bring your back heel down to the ground. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Now as you exhale, we'll find prana mudra, bending the elbows, opening our heart, the space between our chin and our chest. Inhale, the arms rise, and then exhale, bend the elbows. So in this place, this is where we'll use the sound Om. So we'll inhale to Om. Om. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, lower your right arm down. Pivot open into star pose. As you exhale, the left arm swings down like a pendulum, and you shift into warrior one at the back of your mat. Let's try that a couple times. Left arm comes down. Inhale, we rise to star. And then exhale, pivot on the feet. Land in warrior one at the top of your mat. Inhale, open into star. And then last time, let's turn on our mat, facing warrior one to the back of the space. As you exhale, bend your elbows, open your chest. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, Prana Mudra, activating the 4 movements of lunge. Inhale, arms rise. And here's where we Om. Om. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, draw the hands down to the mat. Now sweep your right leg all the way up and back, 3-legged downward facing dog. Bend your right knee, open the hip. Take a huge inhale breath. And as you exhale, curl right knee to chest. Stay in plank position. Inhale, lengthen your right leg straight. Exhale, lower halfway to the floor. Release the top of your right foot down. Push through onto the tops of both feet. Upward dog. Exhale, breath, finding downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Step your feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way up. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Enjoy a deep breath in. And then exhale, curl left knee to chest. Round the spine. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through top of your mat. Spin your back heel down to the ground. Inhale, we rise into warrior one. And then exhale right into the Om. Om. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lower your right arm down, pivot open into star. The left arm circles like a pendulum, shifting you into warrior one at the top of your mat. Oming here for the exhale. Om. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, lower the hands all the way down to the ground. Step back, lift your right leg all the way up and back. Bend the right knee, open the hip. Option to stay here or bring your right foot to the floor for wild thing. Lifting the right arm up. As we find this pose, we find that space along the front of the throat, the space to speak freely, to be yourself. Huge inhale. As you exhale, come back over, curl right knee to chest, and then stay in plank. Inhale, lengthen the right leg straight. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Slide to the top of the right foot, push through, upward dog. Exhale, breath, find downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So let's use our right leg in this next vignette. We'll step our feet together, balancing our right and left legs by lifting our right leg all the way up. Now bend your right knee, open your hip. Let the left heel soften towards the mat. Breath into the body. Exhale, curl right knee to your chest. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. And exhale, step the right foot all the way through top of your mat. As you inhale, activate the 4 movements of lunge. Pressing your shin forward, pressing back through the back heel, pushing down through the feet, and slightly lifting in the pelvic region. From this place, step your left foot behind your right foot, folding in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. As you inhale, unwind your left leg, lift it all the way up into standing splits. Know that you can use your blocks here if you could use more support. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. As you exhale, start to straighten your front leg. Reach your arms out wide into a wingspan. Bring your hands to the floor. Fold forehead to shin. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, try to kiss your shin. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift the back knee up off the floor, finding 4 movements of lunge. Exhale, step your left foot behind your right foot, folding in half. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way up and back. Exhale, step it to the back of your mat. Lower the knee. Inhale, rise into crescent moon. Exhale, circle the arms into Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift the back knee up, finding the 4 movements of lunge. From this place, turn over your left shoulder, spin to the left foot, land in Skandasana, arcing the chest up. Inhale, round chin to chest as you transition to the right leg. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, transition through the center. Inhale. And over to the right foot as you exhale. Stay in this pose for the inhale breath. And then exhale, turn to your left foot at the back of your space. Activate the 4 movements of lunge, pressing your shin forward, pushing back through the back heel. Pressing down through the feet, lifting up, coiling in the pelvis. Huge inhale. Exhale, step your right foot behind your left foot, folding in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, release the right leg, lift it all the way up, standing splits. And then exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Tap your back knee down. Inhale to crescent moon. Exhale, push through the heel of the front foot. Start to straighten the left leg. Release the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Maybe you take little adjustments in the space of your feet. That's fine. We're going to bend the front knee, lift the back knee up. 4 movements of lunge. Exhale, step your right foot behind your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, unwind the right leg, lift it all the way up. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Drop the knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, circle the arms all the way around you. Straighten the front leg, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, one more time into the 4 movements of lunge. Exhale, lift your left leg all the way up and back. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Take a huge inhale. And then exhale, curl left knee to chest. Inhale, extend the left leg back, 3-legged plank. Exhale, lower halfway to the ground. Lower the top of your left foot down, flip onto the top of the right foot. Inhale, rise up, upward dog. Exhale, breath, finding downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Somewhat more complicated flows today. Maybe helping us learn how to express ourselves even when it is fairly complicated. When you're ready, inhale, lift your right leg all the way up. Bend your right knee, open your hip. Enjoy a deep breath in. And then exhale, curl right knee to chest. Round the spine. Inhale, float the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through, top of your mat. Tap your back knee down to the floor. Now here's a very useful spot in our practice to grab our 2 blocks, having them there for you, and we'll move with them as we transition to the other leg. So as you find yourself in this bent knee variation, notice if you feel a strong pinch in your right hip. Option to keep your hands on blocks if so. Otherwise, fingertips can easily touch the floor. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, breath, lengthen the front leg. And 2 more times we tick-tock. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now from the straight leg variation, place your hands, or the blocks underneath your hands, push through the right foot and slide into a full split. Now here in this full split, we're trying to keep our torso aligned over our hips. And you'll notice I'll transition onto that highest position of the block just to enable me to get that lift in my body. Press through the ball of the right foot, pull back through the right hip, turning your left hip more forward. This pose is very little to do about getting your pelvis down to the floor. For some of us, that might just not be anatomically possible in our hips, orientation of our hips. So just use the posture as a way of awakening these tight, sore muscles in the legs. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. Now pull back through the right heel. Slide your right foot towards the left corner of your mat, creating a shape we call unicorn. Right foot towards the left corner of your mat. You're on the knife edge of your right foot. You should feel like the inner thighs are crossing here. Now this might be your posture, enjoying the IT band stretch. Otherwise, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee up. Option here to take your left hand over your left shin, place your weight into the left hand, and inhale, reach your right arm up to 12 o'clock. Balance, pull back through the right outer hip. Huge inhale. Exhale, release your right hand down to the ground, and then carefully place your left knee down to the floor. Heel toe your right foot so it's back in line with your hip. Bend your front knee, lift your gaze up. And then as we lift the back knee up, you can transition with the blocks, placing them near the top of your mat, sliding into Skandasana. From Skandasana, place your left hand on your heart, reach your right arm forward. Gaze emanates over the middle finger of the right hand. From this place, release your right hand down, transition through the center, over towards your right foot. Right hand rests on your heart. Reach your left arm forward. Very nice. Now here, let's transition to the top of our mat. Tap your back knee down. Know that your blocks are there for you as you need them. Bend the front knee. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, breath, lengthen the front leg. Pull the hip back. Inhale, bend the front knee. Gaze up. Open the front of the throat. Exhale, lengthen the front leg. Pull the hips back. Let's enjoy one more. Inhale. And exhale. Reaching for your blocks here, supporting your hands on the blocks. Press through the left foot, sliding into full Hanumanasana. A slight pulling back through the left hip, a spinning of the right hip forward. Pause here. Find your breath in the pose. To release, push down through the hands, pull back through the left heel. Heel toe your left foot towards the right corner of your mat. Know that you can stay in this posture, in unicorn position. You're resting your weight on the knife edge of the left foot, and you're trying not to let the left ankle sickle towards the floor. If you'd like to progress, lift your back knee up. Scissor the legs towards one another. And then one more option, if you'd like to try it, jump your right hand over your right shin. Inhale, lift your left arm to 12 o'clock. Huge inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down to the ground. Tap your back knee down to the mat. And then heel toe your left foot so it's in line with your hip. blocks off to the side. Plant hands. Inhale, stretch your left leg all the way up and back. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Huge inhale here. Feel free to stay here or bring your left foot to the floor, coming into wild thing. Space through the throat. Space for freedom to express yourself. Huge inhale. Exhale as you flip over. Pull left knee to your chest. Inhale, stay in plank. Extend the left leg. Lower halfway. Inhale, rise up, upward dog. Last transition of the practice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Deep breath into the body. Deep breath out. Now let's bring our knees down to the ground, cross our ankles, roll all the way over the feet, extend the legs out in front of you. Set the blocks off to the side. As you inhale, reach your arms all the way up. As you exhale, reach your hands forward, placing the hands on the feet. If your hands don't comfortably reach your feet, you might be grabbing for your shins or your ankles, or even wrapping your peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, enjoy a depth in your forward fold. Letting your torso hang heavy towards the thighs. Bringing your meditative awareness into the throat chakra now. Feel the energy of your practice drawn up to the throat chakra. Now to release, we're going to go right into plow pose. We'll round our way down onto our mat. Lift your feet up and bring your toes to the floor above your head. Option to interlace your fingers, slide your shoulder blades together. Feeling for compressing in the throat. This pose is well known to be stimulating for your thyroid, parathyroid glands, the endocrine organ associated with Vishuddha chakra. This pose is also really good for weight loss. And then to release, roll down slow onto the spine. Bend your knees into your chest. Do a few circles along your sacrum. Bring your feet to the floor. Slide the feet out about as wide as your mat. Knock your knees together. So sometimes we get that strong, zingy sensation in our spine after a plow pose or shoulder stand. So the leg position helps the spine relax. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. And whenever you're ready, extend your legs, finding Shavasana. Now pause in the reflection of the throat chakra. Noticing how well communication is going for you lately. Is there anything that you can release from the throat chakra now? Past self-judgment about not speaking the way or not communicating the way you wanted to be heard. Perhaps not even feeling heard by your friends, your loved ones. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. I'll leave you here. Thanks for joining me today in the Vishuddha Chakra practice. I'll see you for the next video. Namaste.